And it's time. Hey, everybody, how are you? How's everybody going today? So, thank you all for coming. I really appreciate it. So, I'm going to talk a little bit about how we did in October. Kind of go through that a little bit, and then we'll talk a little bit about some other things that are going on. What's going on with the November and what we're going to do in November, or we're doing anything different in November. And then talk a little bit about the channel, what's going on with the channel, and some things that we're going to change on the channel, I think, over the coming months. So I see Keto Mama Michelle is on, just Jason Keto's on, Johnny Small Pepper. How are you guys? Freelancing Family by Rebecca's here. Thank you for coming. Christy's here from Freelancing Tips and Beginners from Christy. So thank you for all stopping by, or at least initially. I really truly appreciate it. This is a little bit different setup for me than normal. I think my camera is crooked a little bit. So let me, I hate to say that, but it's going to drive me crazy. I'm just that type of person. So there we go. That's probably a little bit better. Everything kind of looks, at least the door frame over, I guess it's over here, looks a little bit straighter. So I did want to just kind of go through, because I know there's maybe a lot of new people on here. The channel actually has been growing really well. So getting a lot of new subscribers. So I want to just thank everybody that has subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate it. So Johnny, that video you did today was with the pepper tasting was pretty impressive. I don't know how you can put yourself through that kind of pain, and then you got to go through it again later when it comes out the other side. So, yeah, thank you for coming. I truly appreciate it. Yeah, the angle of the painting makes it seem like it's off. Oh, okay. So, yeah, it may still be off a little bit. I don't have a level on it, so it looks straight to me, but it may still be off just a little bit. So, sorry about that, but maybe just the angle too, because it's not perfectly square to it, so it's off a little bit. So, hey, Frugal Mama, how are you? Hey, tell you with Wheezy. So, oh boy, so Google's even getting in on the conversation. So tell you Wheezy. I don't know what it was, but something set Google off. So Google's telling me about Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So something I didn't know. So, hey Tom, how are you? So, just in case, in case there are some new people on here, I do want to just kind of, like I said, the channel's been growing really well. So in case there's some new folks on there, I just kind of want to really go through real quick, like a little bit about me and a little bit about how I got where I am and all that good stuff. So, and I know folks that have been here for a while, I've been around for a while, I've been on the channel for a while. Probably you've heard me say this 1,000 times already, but I'm going to say it again. I'll probably say it another 1,000 times as the channel continues to grow. Hopefully it continues to grow. So I started on this journey back in 2017, going to the doctors, and the doctor telling me how I was going to have to start taking some type 2 diabetic medication, as well as some high blood pressure medication. If I didn't do something, I didn't change my lifestyle and do something. And he's the one in October of 2017. So it's been 5 years, exactly 5 years this month. He told me that I should probably check out keto and think about doing keto. So that's what I started doing. So I went in there, I kind of looked at some data, kind of started playing with it, started trying it anyway, haphazardly. And I'll show you a couple pictures. This is kind of what I looked like back in that time frame. Just so a couple pictures of me. that was my wife and I were up in Napa Valley a while back before we started doing keto. And that's kind of what I look like, a nice round belly. If you know anything about fat, if you have a nice round belly like that and you're not necessarily overweight in other places, they call that visceral fat. And that visceral fat probably means that I had a lot of fat around my organs, which is probably the, how do you say this? The probably the biggest sign that you're actually in poor health and probably not going to live a good, long, healthy lifestyle. And here's some, I'm going to just show a couple more pictures. So that was me here at the air show that we have here in town. Back then, that's what I look like. So that's pretty much kind of, and I got to say that I've lost the weight, gained the weight, and everything else. And here's Tom's favorite town. So this is Las Vegas. We were over there back in probably the beginning, sometime in the summer of 2017, when this picture was taken. Hey, Christy, how are you? Glad you got a chance to stop back. I know you have a live too tonight. So, so that's kind of what I look like. That's kind of my story. It took me, I'm going to say 6 months to lose most of my weight. Not all of it, but most of my weight, and get to my first initial goal weight that I wanted to. I stayed there for pretty much close to a year, 2 years. And then the doctor said, hey, can you drop another 10 pounds? So I did do that, and I dropped another 10 pounds, and I'm where I'm at now. So, and I've maintained that. So I'm in maintenance mode now. And it's worked out well. I think I eat really well, and I feel great. For an old guy, I feel really, really good. So that's kind of my story of where I've been, where I came from. Just kind of go over that, some of that stuff. So I want to see if there's anybody else in here that I missed. Viva Las Vegas. So Tom's here. So Christy's here. So Johnny Small Pepper's here. There's a bunch of other folks in here too as well. So I'm gonna go through and show everybody, but yeah. So I feel really, really amazing. The doctor, when I go to the doctors now, he's telling me how I'm one of his star patients and how great it is, and all that stuff. I don't have any issues now. When I do my blood work came out last time, it was great. So really, really happy about that. I don't know if you saw, there was a video I did about 2 months ago when I got my blood work back, and I went through all my blood work and showed you some of that blood work. So it was good stuff. I think it was good stuff. So so kind of into maintenance mode. So it's kind of transitioning. How do I go from losing weight to stop losing the weight to not gaining weight? Because I've done this. I can't tell you how many times I've done this where I've lost all my weight, and then a year later, I'm right back to where I started from. So hey, Cottonwood Ranch, how are you? Great to see you. So I've kind of gone back and forth a number of times. So we got Rosie. She's new from Central California. So I'm Southern California. So I wanted to wish me a birthday. She watched a short of my birthday cake. Where can I find a video made? I haven't made a video of that cake yet. So to answer your question on that, I have not made a video on that. So that was the same recipe that I used to make that ice cream cake. And we had batter left over, so we just made a regular cake out of the batter that we had left over. And my wife and I had said that if it came out good, we would make a video. So we will make another video once we finish eating this cake. It will take us a while. It will take us a week to eat that cake because we'll eat just a small piece every now and then. I may even take some of it to work and give some of it away just to um, just to just to get it all eaten up. So yeah, lots of ups and downs. So I am going to show you some charts today on my weight. So I do track my weight every week. I weigh myself every Friday. I do track it. So I will weigh myself again tomorrow and I track it. So what I kind of do is I weigh myself on Friday. I kind of look to see how did I do for that week. That kind of tells me, I'm not going to say it's the only measure that I use, but it's one of them, one of markers, right? I don't want to do myself every day because your weight fluctuates every day. It's going to different. It's going to go up and it's going to go down. And to me, that would drive me crazy. So I would have to, so I only do it once a week and I do it the same time every week on Friday. I do it before I go to work. When I first thing in the morning and I get up, I weigh myself. And that way there, it's like all of the same things happening. So I don't have anything different. So, Ready, Set, Keto was talking about, you get there and you weigh yourself and then you wonder, well, can I go to the bathroom and get back on the scale again? Well, I want it to be the same every week so that the marker's the same and the incidents are all the same. And I picked Friday. Why did I pick Friday? Well, I picked Friday because the research shows that that's the day of the week that you weigh the least, right? So out of all the days in the week, Friday is the day you weigh the least. So that's the day I weigh myself. And kind of probably makes sense because most of the average person is working Monday through Friday. So therefore they're busy during the week. So they're not eating as much and they can bring less for lunch or they're eating lunch on the go. And so they're not eating that much. I don't know. So, and then again, so yeah. And so Christy's saying losing weight is not easy for her. So, I'll tell you, it's not easy for anybody. So, it's really, really hard to lose weight. Right. So, it's not an easy thing. So I'm going to go in here because I want to, I got to find the email now. I sent myself I didn't. I put it in a folder. Hold on a second. I put it in a folder. Let me find the folder. Let's see if I can bring it up. I'm going to open up the folder. It's just an Excel spreadsheet. I know I'm going to have to share my screen here. So you're going to have to give me a second because it takes me a little bit. I'm not the most computer savvy person. I will tell you that right up front. I think I do okay. I need to learn to do a lot better job at my editing skills than I do today. And then let's see if I can get this to be bigger so that when I bring it up on the screen, you can actually read it. Let's see if I can share my screen. Go to Windows. I'm going to bring this up. Let's see how it came out. So this is the tracker that I use. I know some of you have seen this before. So this is how I weigh myself. This is my gauge of how well I'm doing or not doing. So I'm trying to be transparent. I don't want to do it every day. I don't want to do it every time I do a video either. So I'm doing it once a week and I track it once a week. So I will update it tomorrow and see how it goes. But you can see where I am and I kind of set it up. I'm kind of, because in the environment that I'm used to, we have a goal range and that's the red is my goal. And then I have an upper limit and a lower limit that I don't want to really be any lower than, and I don't want to be any higher than, because I think this works out good for me. So I just wanted to kind of show that. So I go through that. I chart this every week. I do have a hard copy of it. Hold on a second. So this is easier to see. And I think this is actually a week behind. Let me see. This is a week behind. Yeah, so this one is a week behind. So then I'm going to make an adjustment here. Let's see if I can do this and make it better, make it easier to read. Sorry about this. Like I say, I'm not most organized. I know if I save it as a PDF, I can bring it up, and it's much easier to bring it up and share it and show it. Hold on. Share screen. There we go. So that's the chart. That's what it looks like. Like I said, so that's what I base mine on. So so that's kind of how I do it. Like I say, it's really hard. This is a week off, but the dates are underneath there. I kind of keep it. I got this. If I unhid it, it would go way back, and this chart would be pretty hard to read the dates and everything else on it. So I kind of keep it down to like the last couple of months. But I just kind of that's me. That's the way I track. And when I start going up, so when I see these, you see these start where it starts going up. Like here, where I get a couple of weeks where it's gone up in a row, and I know I got to do something. Something's not right, and generally that's when I get carb creep that comes back into my life, and then I find out that I'm starting to get too many carbs again, right? So I gotta start tracking again, reposition myself or recalibrate myself as to how many I'm eating, because you kind of, after you've been doing it for a while, you get lazy and you stop tracking. And I don't know if you guys track. Let me know. Do you guys track at all? I'd be interested. So do you track? Do you not track? So for me, this is my way of tracking. This tells me whether I'm on track. And then if I'm off plan a little bit, I can make some adjustments. I get back on my carb manager. That's the app I use. I was actually thinking about pulling that up, and I didn't do that. So pulling up Carb Manager and showing, because one of the things I wanted to do this month was trying to track better, right? So I think I've done that. I'm not going to say I've done a great job of it, but for the most part, I've done it. I will tell you that there's been a lot more days where I've gone over this month than normal, just because of the fact that it's been our anniversary, it's been a birthday, there's been some other things going on. So, but that's life, right? So you always have those things that are going on. So, so Jason is saying he's never tracked a thing. So, that's great. I wish I could do that. For me, and for the most part, I don't, when I'm getting a good spot and things are going well, I don't track, but I find, well, like I said, when I kind of go along, and then after, if I start creeping back up and I start gaining some weight back, I find that I have to do that. So Tom doesn't track either. So if you're eating more of a carnivore, I would say, or a meat-based diet, or not eating a whole lot. So, hey, happy wife, how are you? Hopefully it's nice and warm where you are. I believe you're in Alaska, so I don't know. I don't know what the weather's like up there. So, but anyway, so for me, it's just a gauge that I use. It's a good gauge for me to know whether I'm doing good or not good. And again, I don't want to gain the weight back. I've done that before, so I want to try to get in that mode. And I would say, for the most part, I eat a lot of meat, right? So, and I do eat a lot of more wholesome foods. I do try to track. I'm not going to say all the time. About 70% of the time, I track total carbs. So it makes it easier, right? Because I can just read the label, and whatever the label says, that's what it is. I don't have to sit there and figure out, well, let's see, if I minus the sugar and minus the fiber, it's this. but I do it kind of, I do kind of a net carb things, or I allow myself more on the weekends because I am in a maintenance mode. So therefore, I'll go to 30 carbs, total carbs, or allow myself a little extra treats here and there on the weekends. So yeah. So and again, again, Jason was talking about he has a pretty boring diet, but I think I do too. I don't think I do. I don't think I do a lot of variety. I eat a lot of the same foods and make a lot of the same things. I try a little bit to spice it up a little bit. Um, and again, crafty carnivore-ish was saying the same thing. Pretty repetitious eater too. So I do too. Like I said, I do too. Coffee in the morning is pretty much my staple with all of the garbage that I put in it, all the junk I put in it. And then, that's pretty sustainable. So, oh, you're not in Alaska. Oh, I thought for some reason I was thinking you were in Alaska. I don't know why. Oh, hopefully that interruption is not from my end. You guys let me know if the signal is bad or something else is going on. Let me know. So, you know, so there's been a couple other things that I've been trying to do this month as well. I'm going to look at the spreadsheet and I'll talk a little bit about other things that are going on here. So I'm gonna close that spreadsheet. Dang. Let me open it back up again. So I've been working on a couple other things. So one of my biggest issues, I think, with my health is my sleep. My sleep pattern has not been good. I don't think I get the proper amount of sleep that I should have. So I've been playing around with a bunch of different stuff. You've probably seen me talk about some of this stuff already. Again, but I keep playing with new ideas, new suggestions, new thoughts. If you have something you think would help me, let me know down below. I'd really, really appreciate it. So these are different sleep patterns that I've done. These are 4 different months. So I know it's kind of really, really hard to see. But 1 month I did the perfect keto, beauty and sleep. I tried that for a month to see if that would help me at all. And I didn't see a change. I'm going to be honest with you. So it didn't seem to make my sleep any better. And it's pretty expensive. So to me, it was not worth continuing on with that. If I had saw some sign of an improvement, I would have. Like you said, you can see all these lines and they're all about the same. They're all in that 70 to 80 range, so it's not terrible, but it's not good. So my problem is I sleep good at night. I fall asleep. Then I wake up about 4 to 5 hours, and I have Tom, same situation because Tom and I have talked before about it, and wake up and then I have a really, really hard time to sleep. So repetitiveness brings on predictability, stability. So yeah, you're right. So I try to go to bed at the same time every night. Like I said, I can go to sleep pretty fast, but my problem is about the 4 or 5 hour mark. I wake up. I have to go to the restroom, right? And then I have a hard time going back to sleep, right? So that's kind of my issue. Jason's kind of saying it's the same thing. Tom's, like I say, Tom and I have talked before, and it's kind of the same issue with him. Yeah. So but so this is, I'm gonna hide a couple in here. So I'm gonna hide these 2 columns. It will actually be a little bit easier to read them. I think it'll be a little easier for you to see them. I just did 2. So again, the yellow one was this month. And so the change I made this month, and the blue one is my normal sleep pattern, right? So the difference between the yellow and the blue was what I started doing was I was taking my magnesium in the morning, and I started taking it before I go to bed. So I take it about a half hour before I go to bed. And it actually seemed to help me get into a deeper state of sleep. At least I thought so, but the chart doesn't really show that. So I guess it's probably more in my head than it is, because the data says, to me anyway, I didn't get a whole lot of much better sleep than what I had gotten prior to making the change, right? And that was the only change I did. I do keep hugging my wife at night. And she keeps hugging me too. So we keep each other warm. So you would have to ask her, because once I'm asleep, I don't know until I wake up, right? But I know that we usually are pretty touchy-feely when we're sleeping together. So so Jason's saying he's trying to stop eating and drinking at least 2 hours before bed. It's hard to stick with it, but I think it helps. So we did do that for a short period of time where we weren't eating. We tried to stop eating at a certain time. So like at 7 o'clock, don't eat after 7 o'clock. So we go to bed around 9:30ish. And by 10 o'clock, it's lights out, and then get up in the morning to go back to work, right? So we tried to do that. The only thing I was drinking was a little bit of a drink to take the magnesium pill, and that was it. I did do some other things. We took these VICI patches as well. That was a different month on here when we tracked that. And then like I said, we did the beauty and sleep collagen from Perfect Keto, and that didn't seem to help. So I don't know. So it's so we're gonna keep working on it. So I'm thinking maybe I'm gonna try a combination. Maybe I'll try a combination of that VICI patch and the magnesium next to see how it goes. I don't know. I know some people were talking about taking, if you do the electrolytes a little while before in the evening, then it helps you so you don't have to get up and go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. So if I didn't have to get up, that wouldn't wake me up, right? So, but my wife is going to be, she's upstairs, right? I bet she's probably watching up there. She's probably laughing at that. All right. I am too. I'm serious. We do hug each other. We're very, very tight. So like that. So we're touching each other, feeling each other all night. So I feel it's very important. It's great for our relationship as well as, emotionally it makes you feel good. Right. So, yeah, I got to tell you. So Jason was saying this happens to me a lot too, because I don't know, everybody's seen, I've been pumping out a lot of content lately. I've actually learned a new Christy from the freelancing with Christy Angelo. She taught me a trick on YouTube on how to create shorts from long videos. So when you do a long video, you can take and you can go in and now you can create a short. I can create several shorts out of that video, segments of it, and it's pretty cool. And it literally takes you a couple of seconds to create the short. So it's like so awesome. So Christy, thank you so much. So if you haven't, go over there and check out Christy's channel, because she does teach. She does lives almost every night, but she teaches. Usually at the beginning of the live, she teaches a little bit about new tricks and things, developments on YouTube. So I learn these little things from her sometimes when they come up. So that was something I grabbed, and I've been able to, like I say, I take my video and then I can take 3 or 4 shorts out of it at different points and then just create them. And then the great thing is if somebody clicks on them, if you're a creator and somebody clicks on them, it'll take them back to the full length video. So much like the cake video that I put out there for our birthday cake, if I did that short out of the video, then you clicked on it, it would take you back to the video. So, but yeah, you're right. And I have blue blocker glasses, so I do have those. So those will supposedly help me, although they're dirty as heck. Supposedly helps you with the light. And I got those just because I spend so much time between the computer and my cell phone and all that stuff. So, so my wife is gracious enough to allow me to do that. So, because I'm having fun doing it. It keeps me accountable. It keeps me on track. I'm hoping I'm helping somebody. That's the whole purpose of this channel. Was we started it in 2020. It was that, you know, hey, we could possibly help somebody else. You know, so Tom's saying Marie goes to bed with a bat just in case I get Tuffy. Oh boy, I don't want to hear about that, Tom. So let's keep this clean. So if you want it, so if you go into so Christy, so freelancing tips for beginners for Christy has a video on how to do it. I'll tell you a real quick tutorial on how to do it, but she go watch her video, go over to her channel and check it out. So if you go to and click your videos and click on one of your videos, down below on the bottom, it says create video, and you click on it, or it says create, I guess it is. You click on it, it will come up and it'll say shorts, and it'll give you a couple options. You click shorts, and then it will allow you to take, and you can do anything from start off with a 15 seconds, but you can go up to 1 minute, and then you pick out the segment you want, and then you just hit click and then okay, and then just go through the you know, naming it, and you know, it's not for children and all that good stuff, and then you can upload it to your thing. It literally takes, you know, 3 minutes, 4 minutes to make a video now. So so thank you, Christy. That was probably one of the biggest tips. That's why I've been hitting content, because I've been able to go back to videos, because I've been doing this for not quite 2 years, a year and a half now, and I got over 200 videos. So now I can go back to all those videos and I can pull shorts out of all those 200 videos. And it literally takes me minutes. So I can do it when I'm on break at work. I can do 2 or 3 videos, shorts, by looking at old videos and producing them. So hopefully you're enjoying them. That's the main intent, is trying to get more content out there and more people on them. And again, if you click on them and you come back to the, it takes you back to the original video too. So hopefully it helps you find other things. And again, this channel, and I imagine much like Jason's and Tom's and everybody else's channel on here, is to try to, we're all here trying to help each other, as well as trying to help others to discover a healthy lifestyle, as well as help support us and encourage us to continue to get there, right? I think that's what it does for me. I like watching other folks. I don't have enough time to watch everybody that I'd like to watch. And it also, so a lot of times it depends on when the videos are out too, as well. So if they come out in the middle of the night for me, I'm not going to really notice them. And I hate to say it, but by the time they come out in the morning for me, when I get up, a lot of times these are buried. And if I don't see them, you know, I don't see them. So just a couple of things. I thought that was pretty cool that so Christy, you know, so yeah, and Shorts actually does give you a lot of subscribers, gives you a lot of views too. Once you get monetized and stuff like that, it doesn't, unless you have something that really goes crazy, it doesn't really give you a whole lot of money, right? So, you know, that's if you're monetized. So, but it's really a really cool way of getting out there and advertising. So, but anyway, so we were talking about sleep anyway, so we kind of got off track. but that's pretty cool. I am also in this month. We're also doing steps, and I didn't update this for yesterday, so it's a day off. I will update this after. But this is my steps that I take. So I've been in Derek Journey. If you haven't seen Derek's Journeys channel, you should go over there and check him out. So every other month or so, he does a step challenge. So he did one this month. He's going to do the next one will be in January. He's not going to do one in September, November, or December because of the holidays. All right. Thank you, Christy. Thank you for coming. Again, Christy, after this live, if you want to go over, check out Christy's channel. It would, go over there and check her out. So, and if you, forget what so anyway, so Derek's channel, go over there and check him out. Like I said, he does another one in January. Basically what it is about 80 folks from YouTube and other outside of YouTube that are just part of his community, join his step challenge. You get broken into 8 teams. The 8 teams step, they track their step. It's a good way. He does videos every week. There's a team captain for each of the teams. They're generally putting together videos out there with your names on it as well. So it's just another good way of, getting out there and getting going. It also is encouraging because you're with your teams and stuff like that. And if you're on a good team that's communicating, you can get a lot of people encouragement back and forth. I know from that challenge and from that community, I got 3 or 4 folks that we do a work week hustle on our Fitbit. So if you're interested in joining a work week hustle and you have a Fitbit and it's Monday through Friday, I have an email down below, or I will put an email down below. It's not there yet. I will put it down there, go down there and check it out and send me an email and then join the challenge. The more the merrier as far as I'm concerned. So maybe we get a keto group together or something like that. So so if you have a Fitbit and you'd like to join something like that, let me know. I know, like I said, Smitty's Fitness from his channel, he's part of the community that does the work week hustle. Your Pal Misty, she's another one that does it as well with us. Life and Adventures with Keto, and Michelle, she does another one that's on the Fitbit challenge with us as well. So there's a few of them that have done it. There's a lot of people from where I work and others like that as well. So it's just a good way to encourage each other and try to either continue to promote it and stuff like that. So this month I was thinking I was not going to do the step challenge just because I didn't think it was going to be a great month with all the holidays and everything else going on and some other stuff going on that we had. So I knew there was going to be a lot of days where I wasn't going to be able to get the steps that I'd like to get at steps, and I wasn't going to be able to walk as much. But it turned out okay. So I'm doing okay. As you can see this month right now, this week here, I'm at 61,000 steps, and I didn't put in yesterday or today. Today I'm a little over 9,000 now. I will hit my 12,000 goal. I do try to hit 12,000 every day. Yesterday, how did I do by yesterday? I don't know how to see yesterday on my watch. But anyway, so yesterday I think I was at 16,000 or something like that. So I didn't put that in there. So, yeah. So it's just fun. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Like I said, for me, it's holding more accountable than anything else. It really does. So there's a lot of great people. You meet a lot of great people. I've met a lot of great people through this. So there's a lot of great channels here. So go over there and check them out. So Happy Wife, great channel. As well, Jason Keto, somebody fairly new. So I'm just starting to check your channel out and getting to know you. So, but yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with it. So, that's kind of where we are with this month, where we have been, I should say. So it's been a lot of fun. So like I said, I'm trying to keep encouraged, try to keep motivated. Like I said, this month was my birthday month. So so one of the gifts that I got for this year was some adjustable dumbbells. We also got a treadmill. So we're actually working on kind of putting together a little gym in the garage. So that's been one of the things we're working on. So just so that we can kind of do it at home when I get home from work. I can get changed, I can go down to the gym, and I can spend a half hour, 45 minutes, an hour down there, work out, and then I'm done. All right, so it's been working out really, really well. So are you saying you do that to help with the? My wife and actually started to try to do some meditating and stuff of that nature before sleep too, just to see if that would help. It was so, you know. What's the distance between steps? It's about 3 feet, I believe, 2.5 to 3 feet. It depends on your size and your height, and all that stuff. It takes Fitbit a little bit of time when you get one to calibrate on how far you're going. So I'm not really sure. So Keto Mama Michelle's here. So hi, Michelle, how are you? So if you don't know, Michelle is my daughter. So you got to go over there and check Michelle out. So let me see if I got a picture of Michelle. So she's done fantastic, I'll tell you. Let's see. Let's see if I got a picture of her here somewhere. No, not there. No, not there. No, not there. Oh, I guess I don't have her. So what I can do is bring it up, and because it's weird when you so Michelle was on my channel a couple weeks ago. So if you didn't see it, I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to share my screen to So this is Michelle. So if you haven't seen her or gone and checked out her channel, go over there and check her out. She's done fantastic. She's lost pretty close to 100 pounds now. So she's got 3 small little kids, from 8 to 2. So a wide variety of kids. So how do you do keto and with kids and family and an active life, full-time job and daycare and all that activities and stuff like that. So go over there and check it out. She's killing it. So there's Michelle. So I did want to talk a little bit about what am I going to do in October? What am I going to do in November? I actually got a cheat sheet right here. So that's what I'm going by. Things I wanted to touch on. So I did want to just say, hey, I am looking for other folks to collaborate and stuff like that and come on the channel with, do some interviews with. Plus karate. So Michelle's saying she's got karate plus dance with the kids and much, much more. So it's a lot. So, her be successful and is probably much harder for her because I don't have all those influences running and eating on her own and stuff of that nature. So for November for me, what am I going to do for eating? I am going to try to continue to track better for the month of November. I am going to try to stay under 20 total carbs Monday through Friday. And then I will allow myself some extra carbs on the weekends. And it may be Friday and Saturday, and then a stricter on Sunday. But so 2 days during the week, I'm going to try to be a little laxer again, because I'm more in a maintenance mode. So I may do 30 net carbs on those 2 days, and then 20 total carbs those days, and 20 or 30 total carbs on a weekend, something like that. And then I'm going to see how that works and see how we're doing. I am this month, because of the weight equipment that we have gotten, I'm hoping I'm going to go get a nice bench. So Michelle, she's saying that, let me go over and see if I can drop her a link for her channel here. It'll take me a minute. So because we do have the weight equipment, I'm going to try to do a better job working out. I'm going to try to get at least 3 days a week, if not 4 days a week. So that way there, I'm getting utilization out of the equipment that I have. I'm trying to set up some different routines. I did a workout yesterday from Christian Quick Fix channel. Great workout. I will tell you that my upper part of my legs are sore. So Tom dropped it in as well. So thanks, Tom. That's kind of the plan. I'm going to do at least 3 days a week, if not 4 days a week. So I'm going to try to get more steps in this month, try to hit my 12,000 for this month, with the exception of maybe Thanksgiving weekend, just because of some other stuff that's going on, right? So, but the rest of the time, I want to really stick to plan. I really want to try to get that going again, much more active than I was. I've kind of been doing a very poor job of working out and all that stuff. So, so now that we got this going again with the treadmill and the weights and some other stuff going on, jump ropes and pulleys and different systems that we're going to try to get more workouts in. We're going to try to be more consistent. For me, it's easier for me to work out after work than it is before work, because that's just the way it works out. I hate to say it, but I don't really want to get up any earlier than I already get up to work out. I like going to sleep, and I like going to bed when I go to bed. So, so it works for me, right? So, work out, and then I can do some video stuff, and then we eat dinner, watch some TV, and relax. And then even tonight, the plan is tonight, when we get done with this, we're going to run to the grocery store, get some stuff. We're actually going to talk about making a salad tonight for dinner. And then, after the salad, we'll kind of settle in and relax. So, but people seem to like the videos that I've been making. So I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. Yeah, and do not be scared of Walmart because of nuts. The nearest, I should say, we have a Walmart, one of those, what do they call it? Walmart neighborhood stores. So it's just a grocery store, and that's all it is. It's really, really nice. We have one of those that are fairly close to us. But the nearest Walmart from us is 2 towns over, and we have 5 grocery stores here in town, a Target and other things. So I got to go to Walmart maybe once or twice a year. So other than we do go to the Walmart neighborhood store or whatever they call it. So it's very interesting comment. So if I did, I would do a video and show some people that, some of the nuts walking around, and maybe it would be contagious. So and then so that's kind of the plan for the month. I will say this is probably going to be the last live on Thursday nights. I've done this now for 2 months. So So it's been pretty good. I will tell you, the time for me to get out of work, get home, get everything all set up. My wife does a lot of it for me before it gets here and has some of it set up for me, ready for me to go. So we're kind of thinking we're going to change the time and the date. So more to come on that. So this may be the last live at 5 o'clock on Thursdays. And we may end up putting it on a Saturday morning again. I know we did them on Saturday mornings before. I don't know what you guys think. Let me know down in the comments and or in the chat. Let me know what you think would be if I did it at 9 o'clock on Saturday mornings or 10 o'clock on Saturday mornings. Would that still be okay? You think that would work? You'd be able to get more of the folks that are rewatching it. Would you have a better chance of watching the live and participating in the live? How many nuts walk around, but they're not edible? No. What is 8 doing? Oh boy. I'm not a joke teller. Yeah. So we're thinking about doing it. It would be a lot easier for me. Then I could just get up in the morning and relax, make my coffee, get in, do what we're going, do the live streams and take my time and enjoy them a little bit more. And I wouldn't feel so rushed and so pressured. Right now, things are going on at work and the economy, the way it's going and the way everything else is working. Our workload is going up like crazy. We can't get people. We're trying to hire folks. We got like 50 openings and we can't get folks to work. And it's just been really crazy. So I work in the aerospace industry manufacturing industry, and Boeing and Airbus and Spirit Aerostructures are our biggest customers, and they're growing and they're having the same issues. They're I don't know if you saw Boeing, you watch any financial news or anything like that. So I'm thinking about Michelle. So I'm thinking about moving to Saturday mornings. So so we'll see. So like 9 or 10 o'clock on Saturday mornings. If you don't know, YouTube algorithm, if you can download a TubeBuddy extension, it's free. You can download it. It does an analysis on your channel in TubeStudy in YouTube Studios, and it will actually tell you, suggest times on when you should release your videos and when you should have your lives, and when most of your subscribers that watch your channel, when they're available or when they're online and all that stuff. So I can't do that pretty much for me during the week because it's telling me like it's at noontime or it's at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 11 o'clock in the morning. They're telling me those are the times that most of my subscribers are online. So I'm thinking about the only days that I could do it is on a Saturday or Sunday. So I'm thinking Saturday mornings would be nice and easy. And again, maybe there'd be some Saturdays you couldn't do because of holidays or doing something else going on. But if you do them early enough, you can get them done, and then you have the rest of the day. So that's what we're thinking about doing. Other things about the channel too is I'm just going to bring this up, and I kind of hate talking about it, but I do have a membership down there. So hold on. Let's see. Have you noticed the quality of the employees went down since the pandemic? You know what? It's just that there's more jobs available, so therefore, I think there's more opportunities. So a lot of people are changing jobs. I have a couple folks that work for me that have left and gone other places. Hopefully, they're much more successful. And they've taken off wherever they end up, right? So I wish them all the luck in the world. That's what it's all about, growing people, and then they move on. And that's and then you just find new people. So I did hire somebody new that was a really good person. I'm really happy with everything that's going on. So hey, Amy, how are you? Thank you, Salamat, for coming. But yeah, it's just kind of weird. It's just kind of weird. So, but according to all the economic folks, if you don't know, I do some playing around in the financial markets as well and stuff. So I kind of watch a bunch of financial channels as well. And everybody kind of says that next year is going to be a financial tough year for everybody. And it's kind of interesting because if you are monetized, you will notice we get what we call AdSense, and the AdSense you get a percentage of the ads they run on your show, on your things. That percentage or the cost. So they get, give me an example. They get $20 per commercial that they run on your videos, and then you get a very small percentage of that. You get like 5% of that. So out of that, or I guess it's like 20% or 25% is actually what it is. But the cost of those ads have been decreasing. I've noticed it last 2 or 3 months. So therefore, where they were getting $25 per ad before, now they're only getting $16 per ad. So the ad revenue kind of continues to go down, but that's either here or there, right? So that's just kind of the way the world works, right? So when everybody's thinking about recession and going into that what's going on worldwide, the cost of everything and inflation, companies are controlling their dollars, so they're not willing to put as many ads out there. So, so I do want to just mention, I brought it up here, I do have a membership down below. So if you go down there and check out some of the benefits, it's $1.99 to join a month, right? So I hate to ask that. I hate to push people because this is not why the channel's here. I could care less whether you join or not, but it would be nice to help support the channel. It does help because we do play around with a lot of food. We cook a lot of stuff, and some of it's good, some of it's not so good. And when you're buying like egg white powder and you try something new and it doesn't work, you have to throw it all away because it doesn't taste good. You don't see all those videos, or you saw like the videos that we did on the Egg Life wraps where we made 9 different versions of the Egg Life wraps before we got one that we really liked. That stuff all comes, so, and it'd just be nice to help compensate for some of that, especially with the cost going up. So, but there is benefits if you'd like to have the recipes mailed to you. So we're emailing them directly to you in a PDF format, so you can just print them off if you want. We will, once the membership grows to a certain size, we'll probably do lives just for the members. We will do shout outs for the members, just like I'll give you an example of one right now. So if you haven't gone over and checked this person out, you go over and check out Misty, right? So your pal Misty is one of those folks that's really, really super, been super supportive for me, super supportive for the channel. She has a great channel herself. She's lost she's like 180 something. This is an old picture she came on the channel 2 months ago. And she's down like 140 pounds now, or 145 pounds. So it's just been, so if you'd like shout outs like that during live streams, or, eventually once we get a certain number, we'll do monthly shout outs for all of the members and stuff of that nature. There's a whole list of other benefits of doing it. There's some, it's Misty, my pal. So if you didn't know, Misty lost her dad this week. So please go over there to her channel and give her some condolences and show her some love. She's a great person, and like I said, she's been a huge supporter of me, and I'm a huge supporter of her channel as well. So go over there and show her some love. I'm sure she could use it because of the fact that it's been a tough week for her. So go over there and watch her video this week. She released yesterday, the day before that. She also has a Discord that I'm part of that we chat pretty regularly. So, but anyway, so just it's a cool way to be involved. There's a bunch of different things out there, a bunch of different levels. If you'd like some one-on-one consultations and stuff of that nature on there, there's an option for that in there as well. So just kind of something cool. We kind of put it together. We really haven't pushed it, but what the heck, I'll throw it out there, and if people want to do it, great. If not, that's okay. That's not why the channel's here. The channel's here to help folks and really try to do that. So, so that's kind of where we're at. I'm not doing any challenges. I kind of felt like the market was so flooded with challenges. It seems like every channel out there is doing a challenge. I want to do what's working for me. I want to do what's working for you. I don't want to do a lot of other extra stuff that's not working for people. So it's really up to you whether you want to do a challenge or not. I'm not going to do one. I'm just going to stay steady, stay fast, and do what's working for me and not play around with it. Now, I did do, if you didn't know, I did last year, I did the protein sparing modifying fasting. That worked really, really great for me. I did that for the summer. I did that for like 4 months. It really, really worked great for me. So I do have a couple of meal plans around the protein sparing modifying fasting if you're interested in doing that, and I can send you a copy of that as well. I've actually a couple people watching old videos that have asked for a copy of it because I had mentioned it. Oh, geez, it had to be a year ago now, just about a year ago when I had done the meal plans. I do have other meal plans that I've been working on. I need to, just a matter of time, right? So my wife does help me out a little bit, quite a bit actually, really, really surprisingly. So I will continue to do the weight trackers. I will try to post those things on my community page. If you guys have any questions or anything else, you let me know, what you have. So, yeah, so look for me, not this Saturday, but look for me next week. So that will be in November. We're going to start going to Saturdays. So on the 5th, it actually, I think it will work out much better for me. And hopefully it works out better for everybody that's viewing. Hopefully we can get some more participants as well. So, all right. So if this is, I think that's about all I wanted to discuss. If you guys have any questions or anything else before we close this thing and wrap it up, let me know. I really, really appreciate you guys being here and coming here. I truly, truly appreciate every one of you. It really makes my day. I'm really, really honored and really, really humbled by the people that have joined this channel and the people that are following it and people that have come in contact and made friends with. And, it's been just such a great experience. So let's just keep it going. I want to keep it going because I'm enjoying it so much. I really, really am. So, hey, all right. So we're going to end this here. You guys are fantastic. You guys are awesome. So go over there and check out some of the other videos. Like I said, I got yesterday we made a keto ice cream cake bite. So it was what we did was we actually took the cookie dough and made a little cake and then put ice cream on top of it, and it was really, really good. So but you guys are awesome. I'll be checking you guys out too if you have a channel. You guys are awesome. I'll talk to you soon. I'll talk to you next week, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video.